Okay. All right. So, welcome to your next project. This is our problem of practice um, project. So, the idea of this project is that we're going to look at our industry, and identify some of the challenges that professionals in your industry are currently facing. And we're going to look at those challenges, figure out what's causing them, but more or less how we can solve them. So, how can we fix these problems? Um, and your research proposal for this will be a 1,200 to 1,500 word MLA formatted research plan and proposal. So, this is a big research paper. The idea of the problem of practice is while some of us are already working in our industry, some of us are fairly new to it. And also, this gives a chance for those who are experienced in their field to kind of look at the issues that they face on a regular basis and try to put something into practice to show change. But the idea is here we look at the industry we're looking to work in. Okay, what's our dream job? But what are those challenges and troubles with that dream job? And what are the problems you may very well face? This gives us an opportunity to learn about our industry, learn about the problem. So, what's causing it? Um, what has been done in the past? But more importantly, how can we make change and be leaders? Remember, we're Mercy Mavericks here. Projects that people have done in the past. Some have been as kind of elaborate as creating a program for inclusion classrooms, classrooms that these are our education majors, classrooms that include different style of learners. Other education majors have created programs for helping parents be more involved with with their child's education. Nursing students have done a program improving sanitary conditions in hospital floors, and something as simple as creating a system of better hand sanitizers being distributed around the hospital. So it can be pretty up to you what you're looking to do. It just has to be really, really specific. Like all industries do have a lot of challenges. Let's say if you're studying to be in law enforcement or in the paralegal field, yeah, there's a lot of problems with the judicial system, but you can't fix all of them. So, what one might you really want to tackle? Um, Something like that. So, be specific about your problem. You can't solve every problem, but you can create a plan to solve this one procedure. Or it doesn't have to necessarily be just a challenge or something that's broken. Think of something that can be improved. So that's where you kind of can be very creative in how you approach things. So with this assignment, I'm looking for a 15 to 1,200 word, excuse me, the other way around, 1,200 to 1,500 word MLA formatted research proposal and plan. Yes, it's an essay. Yes, it's a paper. It can't be a PowerPoint. It can't be a video. This has to be a paper. This is a requirement of the department. It must include 5 total sources. All right, and 2 of them can come from a commercial website, a search engine like Google. The other 3 need to come from the online databases through the library. You can access that through links on the side of our class, through mercy.edu, through the library's website. You can do all this research at home. If you're struggling with research, you can also chat with a librarian online or go to the library, however you want to handle it. But you really need to get into the habit of using the online databases through the library. Google doesn't weed out things based on how old it is, how inaccurate it is, or whether it's just actually, a sales tool. A lot of companies have blogs that have really nice looking articles that are really informative, but essentially they're just used to lure people to the website to buy the thing. So try to avoid those. Our databases are the best resources, and if it's found in there, 99% chance it's going to be perfect for any academic project. So you really should get in the habit of using those. So with your research, the next aspect I want to cover is if you're not sure how to start this, I've never written a proposal. Well, here's how you can kind of outline it. The first third of the paper could be introducing the problem, its connection to your industry, explain why this is an important issue and why it should be changed. You don't have to flat out say, I plan to be a teacher. This is a problem we face. Just, kind of eloquently put it and work that in. But just so there's a connection between what your position is and what this problem is. Explain why is this an important issue, why it should be changed, improved, fixed. Um, who does an improvement benefit? Um, who's hurting because this is the procedure or this is the process that's done? All right, so that could be the first third of it. The next 2/3 is your plan of action. You want to explain how you want something done. Okay. And throughout that, you're going to sprinkle research, but I do think the first third of this paper will be where you see most of the research because that's all the aspects that have been proven that this is a problem. But you can also use research throughout your proposal because think about it, case studies. Oh, this program really worked well in this school if you found that research study where they tried something out, or in this district, this worked really well for the court. So you can use research throughout your plan and then just summarize your main points. Why is this a problem? Why is your plan effective? Okay. On the assignment sheet, you can have the rubric and your objectives, but keep in mind the focus of this project is the plan. All right. 1/3 background, 2/3 plan, because that's really where your critical thinking skills will come into play. That's where we're going to see the problem solving. You have to make a realistic proposal and make it detailed enough so you could basically just take your paper and say, hey, let's do this. And someone would know exactly what to do. Okay, so be realistic, do your research, back up and show why your plan of change is effective. At any point, we are going to have some, at any point, you can email me questions. If you're not sure of a topic this first week, email me, what do you think of this topic? Or give me a couple different ones. Or also we can have a meeting through the virtual classroom to sort of discuss and talk things through. Secondly, we will have those smaller assignments for the next 2 weeks that kind of build on it. So for example, this week we have an annotated bibliography, and that's a research tool. And we'll have a discussion board where people who are of similar majors can share ideas and experiences as well, but also you can get some feedback from your students and myself of what would be a good plan. We're also going to tackle how to ask questions because asking questions is a great part of research. We have to figure out what we're looking for, so ask a question. At any point, make sure that you're quickly checking the feedback. I try to grade on Tuesday, Wednesday nights of the previous week. So anytime you're late on assignment, I don't get to give you feedback till a week later. And when we're trying to turn a big project like this in 3 weeks, it's kind of difficult. But at any point, if you have questions about your project, feel free to email me. I'd be glad to give you some feedback. I can't grade something ahead of time, but I'll be glad to give you a little bit of direction on any assignment that we have, okay? So good luck, and I will see you on the discussion board.